The power of resilience. The rain fell in heavy sheets as Sana sprinted through the dark alley. Her heart raced and her breath was uneven. She had just lost her job again. The sting of failure clung to her like the wet clothes on her back. Life, it seemed, was relentless in knocking her down. As she reached her small apartment, Sana collapsed onto the couch, exhausted and defeated. The next morning, Sana stared at her reflection in the bathroom mirror. What now? She muttered. She had tried so hard, always pushing forward, only to end up in the same place. Her friends, her family, everyone seemed to be thriving. While she couldn't catch a break, she felt like giving up. But something inside her stirred. A tiny ember, a memory of her mother's words from years ago. Resilience is your greatest strength. Sana, when life knocks you down, you don't stay down, you rise. She had heard it before, but today, in her lowest moment, it hit differently. With newfound determination, Sana decided she wouldn't follow. She spent the day updating her resume and applied to every job she could find, even the ones that seemed out of reach. Weeks passed, filled with rejections and silence, but she kept going. Each no felt like a punch, but Sana refused to quit. One afternoon, Sana received a phone call from a tech startup she had almost forgotten about. The voice on the other end was excited. Her skills were exactly what they needed for an upcoming project. It wasn't a perfect job, but it was a chance. She accepted, grateful for the opportunity. The first week at her new job was brutal. The learning curve was steep, and she felt overwhelmed. But every night she reminded herself, resilience, I rise. She stayed late, asked questions, and pushed through the doubt, knowing at her slowly but surely things began to change. She wasn't just surviving, she was thriving. Months passed, and Sana's hard work paid off. She became a key player in her company's success, a person everyone looked up to for her persistence and grit. One night, she stood on the balcony of her apartment, looking out at the city lights. She realized something. The power of resilience wasn't about never falling, it was about getting back up every time you did. Moral, life will knock you down, but resilience isn't about avoiding failure. It's about how many times you get back up. The harder the journey, the stronger you become. Keep rising. The story teaches us that setbacks are part of life, but what defines us is our ability to keep moving forward despite them.